I am very passionate about helping women with invisible illnesses realize. Oh, I think it just caught up. I'm very passionate about helping women with invisible illnesses realize that you can still lead a pretty healthy and active lifestyle. It's just not going to be the one you had envisioned for yourself, but time marches on and you got to do something about it. So I usually like to, I don't need to start fidgeting. I usually like to talk about really silly things on Friday. Friday, this week especially it's been a challenging week, um, and I really like to talk about something fun on Friday. But I got to be honest, I'm not having a lot of fun. This week has not been it's not been easy. Um, that certainly could have been a lot worse. It could have been a whole lot worse. But I've struggled with depression off and on most of my life, and I can't believe that I fell this far back into it before I really caught the warning signs. The good news is I do know how to deal with it. Um, I do know what I need to do to get back on track. I'm going to start getting back on track, which is why instead of doing something fun for Friday, we are talking about how to deal with depression. This information is from WebMD. Number one, you need to get into a routine. Depression can cause the days to just blend. They just run together into this bland, I don't want to say nothingness, but I don't know how else to describe it. But a routine, it helps you get back on track. You should eat at the same time. You should work at the same time, of course. Go to school at the same time. These things are important. I know it sounds, of course you're going to do that, but I work remotely. It would be a lot easier to kind of fudge, oh, well, I'll work a little later today. Oh, I'll work a little later today. I don't do that because I'm more of a morning person than an evening person. But my point is, you need to stay on a routine. You need to wake up and go to bed at the same time, even on the weekends. And I got to tell you, I let my routine complete. I had a great freaking routine a couple of months ago, and I realized, was it yesterday? I knew I'd let a lot of it go, but I realized just how much of it I had let go. And well, no wonder, no freaking wonder I've been having a hard time. You need to set goals. Now I know when you're depressed, that's hard to do, but you know what? You set small goals. If you're really struggling with depression, set small goals. Set goals, things you need success. Set things you know damn well you're going to do. I'm going to brush my teeth today. You know how many people out there choose not to brush their teeth? So, if that's a really important part of your routine, like it is for me, write that shit down. Yes, it sounds silly. And yes, you're probably going to feel a little silly. But I'll tell you what, silly or not, when you get to mark that off after you've done it, it gives you a little bit of a win. It gives you a boost, it gives you something positive. You've got to celebrate your wins. This is something else I have not been doing lately. But yet, as your successes grow, hey, I brushed my teeth every damn day this week. Set the bar a little higher next week. I'll brush my teeth twice. I mean, whatever, I'm not trying to make too much light of the situation, but you've got to start small. And really, you do have to take time at the end of every day to go over your to do list. Yes, even if nothing is on there that you would not do normally, even if nothing is on that list that isn't just part of your daily life, write it down, tick it off so that you can celebrate that at the end of the day. You'll be amazed at how much that's going to give you a boost. Number three, exercise. Endorphins, y'all. Endorphins are the shit. They're going to make you feel better. Exercise reduces stress, it reduces your anxiety. It helps you learn how to set goals. It helps you have a sense of achievement at the end of the day. And you guys, with the internet at your fingertips, you can try so many different things out there for free. You can try yoga, you can try Tai Chi, you can try belly dancing, you can probably try hula dancing for free. I can't imagine there wouldn't be that. I've done samba, I've done hip hop, I've done strength programs, I've done fascia stretching, which, by the way, if you have a lot of aches and pains, highly recommend you check that out. Number four, you gotta eat healthy. You got to eat healthy. Now, I eat healthy I eat pretty healthy foods, but I have not been eating a balanced diet in quite a while, and I'm paying for it. I don't eat a whole lot of junk food, but junk food does have an impact on you physically as well as mentally. It makes you feel worse. Especially, look, if you're depressed and you're sitting there shoveling junk food down your gullet just to try to find a sense of comfort, you know damn well it makes you feel worse about yourself. You need to eat things like foods with omega-3 fatty acids like salmon or tuna. Side note, I cannot stand fish. I need to get more omega supplements. Folic acid helps. That's like spinach or avocado. Bonus. Spinach has a ton of health benefits. Avocado is a super healthy fat. It's going to help you feel satiated longer. But they can all help ease the symptoms of depression. Obviously not a quick fix. Number 5, get your sleep. It's funny because I wear a Fitbit. I wear my Fitbit very diligently. And I can look at my sleep patterns and I know where my depressed points are. I can tell where my moods and my emotions are not where I'd like them to be. Depression makes it hard. Depression makes everything harder, but it does impact our sleep tremendously. And that lack of sleep is going to make the depression symptoms worse. It's a really crappy cycle that you have to snap. And one way to snap it, again, you have to keep an AM PM routine. Meditation, journaling, prayer. I do pray. I can't believe that I let this slide. I've been praying every night for quite a while now. And I just realized the other day, I probably went a week, not a week. I went a couple days without praying before I went to bed. Well, praying helps me get centered and focused. And it reminds me that there's a larger purpose out there. No wonder I've been having a hard time. Number 6, this one's going to blow your mind. You need to take on responsibilities. I don't know about you, but when I'm depressed, I just want to withdraw. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. It's not that I don't like people. It's not that I have so many friends. I could pick up the phone and call a bunch of different people and they would be there for me. But when I get depressed, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be a hassle. Oh, they've got their own problems. You probably know exactly what that feeling is. So take on some responsibilities. Why? Because staying involved is going to help you counter that depression. It grounds you. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. If you don't know what to do, how the hell am I going to get involved? Call around, call some hospitals and nursing homes in your community and ask if there's anything you can do. Hell, check in with maybe you probably have an elderly neighbor. Hey, is there anything I can do for you? You know what? I'm going to go to the store. Can I pick something up for you? But get involved. Take on responsibilities outside yourself. Number 7, challenge your negative thoughts. Use logic. I love the one. And I fall into this one, not as much as I used to. And this is so stupid. This is embarrassing as hell. But if you've dealt with depression, you know that we do this to ourselves. Well, I don't do anything right. Really? Nothing at all? That's such crap. You learned to walk, didn't you? You did something right. You've made it this far in your life, didn't you? Well, you've obviously got some survival skills under your belt. Maybe you're not in the best place in the world, but you still made it. That's a win. You need to use your logic. I had a friend of mine, and she was really in a mood. This was a couple years ago. She was really in a mood, and everybody hates me. And I was like, okay, I'm obviously not everybody because I'm talking to you. And she said, I'm this and I'm that. I was like, okay, fine. Prove it. She's like, what? I said, prove it. Prove it to me. If you're this horrible of a person, it should be very easy for you to prove your case. Well, of course, she couldn't prove her case because it was a bunch of crap. But that's the kind of things that we do to ourselves. You have to gain control over your inner critic. And a good way to do that is to challenge that. Okay, fine. I'm a horrible human being. Prove it to yourself. Get a piece of paper and write it all down. Write down your good qualities and write down your bad qualities. And you're probably going to see a lot of what you consider bad qualities. It's just a bad mood or something that you've let expand. You do a hell of a lot more things right than you do wrong. Number 8, try something new. This is going to change your dopamine levels. Dopamine is associated with pleasure, enjoyment, and learning. Knit, sing, origami, yoga, belly dance, the underwater basket weaving. I don't know, whatever the hell speaks to your heart. There's got to be something you've always been curious about that you want to try. Again, you have the internet at your fingertips. You're going to find at least 1 or 2 introductory lessons into just about anything. So try something new. You might find, I started knitting. I don't have my ongoing project with me, but I just knit little dishcloths. My girlfriend's like, you need to move away from dishcloths, but I like the dishcloths because they're simple, they're easy to pick up and put down, and they're really super, super portable. I mean, this is the finished product. I can take this thing anywhere and work on it. Bonus, I learned through knitting, I can pinpoint my anxiety really damned fast, because when I'm anxious, I knit so tight I can't slide the yarn up and down the needles, which is a really important part of knitting. You've got to be able to move your yarn. But try something new. And finally, number 9, try to have fun. We get so caught up in our own heads. Depression robs you of joy. Now, this part, it's going to take work. It is going to take work. Pick up old hobbies you used to enjoy. Connect with old friends. Connect with your loved ones. For me, I'll be honest, I'm really lucky. I truly do enjoy exercising. Now, I hate to lift. But the cardio, I love cardio. I have no problem at all getting my exercise in, which of course gives me dopamine and endorphins and all those good things. But you got to try to have fun. And I do need to find something fun outside of my fitness. But anyway, that's all I have. I came this close to canceling my video today because I'm blue. I didn't want to do it. But I know for a fact I'm not the only person out there who's dealing with depression. So there you go. Look, I'm certainly not a shrink, not an expert, but I do have a lot of resources that have made a tremendous difference in my life. So if you're struggling, reach out. I'll do what I can to point you in some directions that have helped me. I can't, of course, guarantee that the things that worked for me are going to work for you, because we're very different people, but you don't know until you try, and that'll give you your try something new. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. I will be back Monday at 7 o'clock.